what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to TV8's Good Morning Vail for this Wednesday, June 14th edition. This is a live shot looking towards the covered bridge in Vail Village first thing this morning, and you can see that all of that precipitation is making everything nice and green and full of life. And we're going to continue to see some more precipitation, but we're going to talk about that in just a little bit. I'm your in-studio host today, Maddie Evans, and we've got a great show in store for you for the next 2 hours. Now, we've got some really fun national holidays to celebrate today. The first one being Monkey Around Day. So if you're someone who likes to joke around a lot, well, then today's a great day to do so. It is also National Strawberry Shortcake Day. So if you love the delicious dessert, well, then you should get your hands on some, and we've got some great bakeries around where you can find some of that delicious treat. Now, for the next 2 hours of Good Morning Vail, we've got some exciting things happening. Not only are we going to introduce you to Terry Sidford, who's got a wonderful book club starting up next week, and we're going to give you some more information on who she is and what she writes about and why it's so powerful, and maybe why you want to read her incredible books. We're also going to introduce you to steeped coffee, as we are expecting camping season to slowly make its way when we start to see those temperatures warm up finally, and because Outdoor Retailer is coming up, and of course they're going to be there to bring you some wonderful information about how you can get your hands on their delicious coffee. Then we've got Adventures in Coaching with Kim Smith, who's going to give us some great information on how you can grow not only personally but professionally. So if you're looking to maybe make a career shift, or maybe you just want to find your purpose, well, then Kim's got all the information, so you're going to want to stay tuned for that. Then Ski Town All-Stars is going to come into this studio and make us all giggle, as Chris Pavona always does first thing in the morning. Then we've got the Eagle Valley Library District coming in to give us some great information about some of their wonderful upcoming events. Now, speaking of events, let's talk about some of the things that you can get out there and participate in today, and that way you can mark your calendars with all of the events taking place, because some of them are weekly. Now, if you are looking for a way to make your business a little more sustainable, well, then you should check out Walking Mountains Science Center, as they've got a wonderful business workshop taking place, and it's all about green transportation. Now, this is kicking off at 10 a.m. It's happening up at the Walking Mountains Science Center. So you can go to their website for some more information, and it's walkingmountains.org. That way you can see everything that's taking place and all of the wonderful events and activities that they have going on. Now, if you're looking to ground yourself just a little bit, maybe do some stretching and maybe make your body feel nice and relaxed, well, then Anahata Yoga has the place for you to be this morning. You can check out their website, as they are doing outdoor yoga at Little Beach Park. This is taking place at 9 a.m. this morning, so you can go to their website to register for the class online, or you can make your way over to their beautiful location in Minturn, and you can just check them out for all of the fun. Now, speaking of the Eagle Valley Library District, who's coming in to the studio in just a little bit, they've got a wonderful event and activity taking place today. It is the Community Puzzle Project. Now, we love our community, we love to come together, and we love to see each unique piece that everyone can bring. Well, this is exactly doing that. It is taking place at 1 p.m. today, but you can go, you pick out a jigsaw puzzle, and then you create it as you like it to really represent yourself, and then that way you can make this entire jigsaw puzzle with our community, and you can show your own little individual stories. So you can go to evld.org for some more information on that. Now, if you're looking to get into crocheting, every Wednesday taking place throughout the course of this summer, there's a great thing happening at Maker and Stitch, and it is crochet and coffee. It happens from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. You can go online to register in advance. You can go to their location, and that way you can participate in all of the fun. Now, we're going to make our way back to the Eagle Valley Library District, to the Avon Public Library again for Teen Chopped at the Library. This is a great way for teens to get out there, make some friends, meet some kids from some other schools. It's taking place from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. and you're going to make a delicious brownie batter in a jar. That way you can take it home, make it for your friends, make it for your family, and enjoy all of the delicious treats that you can make as your own version of Chopped. Now, something else that adults can participate in tonight, because it is a 21 and older event, event is at Shakedown Bar. The Vail comedy is back to bring you some solid belly giggles. It's going to kick off at 7 p.m. tonight. And like I said, it is at Shakedown Bar, so it is a 21 and older event, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. to give you some nice giggles, and they've got some wonderful comedians coming in. They always do such a good job of making sure that you will enjoy your time when you do anything with the Vail comedy. Now, if you are looking to get out there and maybe use your legs a little bit, do some mountain biking, well then Mountain Bike Town Series is taking place in Vail. You can go to discovervail.com for some more information. Tonight it is Davos Dash. It's from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. So if this is something you're interested in, you can go to discovervail.com, hit learn more, and then you can register in advance or you can register there, which this is a ton of fun. Now let's take a look at that local weather forecast for today. We are expecting to see those temperatures warm up just a little bit more than they did yesterday. 48 degrees around 8 a.m., high of 66, 35% chance of rainfall. Now we are expecting to see a slight breeze out of the west-southwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour with a 35% chance of precipitation later into the afternoon. Now, as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see we're going to start our morning off with some beautiful sunshine. Then we're going to see that cloud coverage roll in, partly cloudy skies into the early afternoon, isolated thunderstorms into the later afternoon, partly cloudy skies as we approach this evening. That high is going to settle in between that 12 o'clock and that 4 o'clock hour. Now, as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, the temperature's down in Denver, nice and warm, 79 degrees, 30% chance of precipitation, 66 in Vail with a 35% chance of moisture, 70 in Avon with a 30% chance of precipitation, 73 in Eagle with a 25% chance of moisture. So if you are traveling along that I-70 corridor, just give yourself a little extra travel time as we do tend to see some standing water. Now, as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures are cooling down. 40 degrees is our overnight low, continuing with that 30% chance of precipitation. That sun setting just a little bit later, 8:35 p.m. is when we're going to see that sun go down. Wind shifting directions just coming out of the south at 5 to 10 miles an hour throughout the course of this evening. Now, as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, increased chances of precipitation taking place for the next couple of days. A nice little storm front moving in, 60% chance on Thursday with a high of 63, 62 degrees on Friday with a 60% chance of moisture, decreasing on Saturday to a 50% chance of precipitation. Temperatures cooling down into the low 60s. But then by Sunday, we're expecting to see some beautiful sunshine. 70 degrees is our high, and that's going to continue into Monday with a high of 74. So if you are getting out there on Sunday and Monday, make sure that you layer up with your sunscreen, but be prepared for the storm front that we have coming our way. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back from the break, we've got more Good Morning Vail, so stay tuned.
Good Morning Vail.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
Welcome back to the show. Now we're going to introduce you to a wonderful, amazing author, and her name is Terry Sidford. Now, Terry is launching a virtual book club come June 21st, and you're going to want to participate in it only because her books are so moving and she gets so vulnerable in them. So let's introduce you to Terry herself. A woman who wears many hats just released an incredible book to help you find your true meaning of happiness, and that's Terry Sidford. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us this morning.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm so excited to have you here because when I say many hats, speaker, author, podcast host, and a life coach, there's nothing that you don't do to help people really find their true enlightenment in this life.
Thank you. Wow, that's quite the introduction. I think that's been my life purpose, and I think I'm very lucky to have found that in my life. And to help other people is really what fulfills me. And I can relate to a lot of people because of what I've been through in my life. And my new book is my memoir. It tells every story about my life and how I had to overcome adversity to be strong. And that's why I can relate to most people. And I've been given a gift of learning from those lessons. And I turn trials into triumph. And I'm very proud of that in my life. And I want everyone to know that no matter what they've gone through in their life, that they can start over and that they can have a fulfilling life and a successful life. Just learn and grow from every experience. So that's really kind of the basis of it, with 3 concepts of truth, courage, love.
I was just going to say, so Truth, Courage, Love is your second book, but your first memoir. And I have so many questions only because what you did in this book is so inspiring. So what originally inspired you to write Truth, Courage, Love?
Well, I've been asked that one a lot. And really, it's because I had a really big birthday last year, and it kind of made me think about my life and, how did I do so far? Is there still some lessons I need to learn? Am I at peace with everything? Am I proud? Have I left anything on the table? Is there anything else I need to do? And I sat there for a moment thinking, wow, I've had an interesting life, yet I am so proud of where I'm at and what I've learned. And now having a rough start, having a great ending to my 60 years. Yes.
You look amazing for being 60. No one would know.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Yeah. And it's even hard to say, but I'm proud. And now I want to give back. I really want people to know that no matter what happens, no matter what age you are, you can start again. Just learn, grow, and fulfill your potential at any time of your life. You can start over today in any moment. That's what I hope when you read my book, that you'll learn that, wow, she went through those things and she still was able to do the things that she's dreamed of doing or never even thought of doing in her life. And I really have a tremendous, humbling appreciation.
Which is such an important message for so many people to have, no matter your age, no matter what you've been through, like you said, just to have that little bit of encouragement from someone like you is so empowering. And so let's talk a little bit about what the writing process was like.
Ooh, thank you. Interesting enough, which you'll read in my book, I was very, very insecure growing up from my childhood experiences, and I did not have any confidence. In fact, I remember going home and having to practice writing. I was very, I didn't do well in English or with my grammar. And someone asked me about my experience with coaching a lot of women and how strong they were. And I said, I know, they're so strong and they don't see it in themselves. And she said, well, why didn't you write a book? I looked at her like she was from, outer space. Like, no, I can't write a book. This is not me. And she said, Terry, I'm going to help you. So what I have learned in now my second book is that if you have a story or a message, you can get it out there. And there's people that can help you. I just got the story out. I did a lot of writing, and then I had someone help me with the grammar and making sure it's edited. And it's a beautiful process. And if I can do it, anyone can do it. And I know most people do have a story to tell. We all do. And so if I can write the book, which was hard. I mean, it's a lot of work. You have to be dedicated to it, but it's so worth it. So worth it.
Well, and it's so incredible for you to share your story now as you were writing this book, because it is talking about some hardship and it is giving that most vulnerable side to you. When you were writing it, did you have any moments of shock about how open you were being with the readers?
Yes, yes, yes. Many, many times I thought, why on earth would I be telling this story? Or will people understand it? Or will someone be upset with this story? I mean, it's kind of the whole gambit. And I asked myself, well, it wouldn't be being truthful and honest if I didn't tell all the stories. And it's really what happened, and that's okay. And isn't it empowering to know that we can tell our stories and be okay with that? And we should be okay with that. And yes, so there's stories that were really difficult to tell, but I wanted to be transparent. I wanted to be honest, and I'm proud of that.
And your vulnerability is going to give so many other people strength. Just in having that kind of moment of comparison and that moment of truth that maybe you're going to help other people live, I think is so empowering. And so congratulations on your book.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for being so wonderful to share all of this information with others.
Oh, you're welcome. It's really an honor for me. And I would just want to help everyone know that, you don't have to be defined by your past. You really don't. And you can turn trials into triumph. Just learn, grow, ask people for help. And you can still live the life of your dreams and your potential. That's the message I want everyone to know.
Which I think is such a wonderful message. Now, if people are interested, obviously, in reading your first book and your second book, where can they buy them?
On Amazon. You can just go to Amazon. You can either type in Terry Sidford, and that's Terry Sidford, and the title of my books, and they'll pop up. 100 Hearts spelled out, 100 Hearts, and Truth, Courage, Love.
Truth, Courage, Love sounds like the perfect book for maybe anyone going through some hardship. Now, you also have a great podcast, really giving people those extra stories for courage to find their inner strength, and you really focus a lot on helping people find their true happiness. So let's talk a little bit about your podcast.
Well, I also started a group called Choose Courage Movement because I started out kind of an expert with courage, and I wanted to share with the audience, or as many people as I can, these stories of courage. Because I think the more that we hear stories of courage through my podcast, and I try to have very interesting guests, is that the more we see it in ourselves. And the more that we see it in ourselves, the more courageous we become in a daily life. And so that's my whole goal. And it is so fun to find these amazing people and their amazing stories. So if there's anyone out there that feels like they do have an amazing story, I would love for you to contact me on that. I would love to interview on my podcast.
Which I think is so cool that you are giving people not only the platform to share their moments of maybe feeling their most courageous, but you're also giving people just that little bit of comfort, knowing that there are people going through similar things and enduring similar things. Now, you're also a life coach. So if people are interested in maybe just having the opportunity to talk with you and listen to your story a little bit more personally and have you give them those words of wisdom that you so generously shared in your book, how can they do so?
They can contact me on my website, which is Terry, Terry, Sidford, SIDFORD.com, terrysidford.com, and just reach out to me and we can have a consultation to see if this coaching is right for you. I'm here to just help anyone take things to the next level if they feel like there's something that's in the way. And really, it's a fun and exciting process. It's like having your cheerleader right next to you.
Which I think everyone needs. My mom always says that to me. She's like, just rally your inner cheerleader, Maddie, and you'll be fine. You'll get through it. And so I love to hear that. And I really love what you do. I think that having people like you in our community, in our lives, and just out there to spread the positivity and really just that like driving force forward to help people find their best selves is so powerful.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. It's really feels like a dream for me to be able to do what I feel like is my life purpose. And that's what I like to help other people find in their life. Because once you're doing what you love and what really lights you up and inspires you, then it's contagious. It's just like that ripple effect. It will affect everyone around you. So it's really why we should all live our potential and our purpose in life.
You are a beautiful force to be reckoned with. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us.
Thank you so much. I'm really happy that I could have this time with you today.
We're really happy to have you, and we really do appreciate all the hard work that you do.
Thank you.
Make sure that you go on Amazon and you buy her book, and that way maybe you can share your stories as well, because it's a therapeutic way to find your inner courage. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back from the break, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good Morning Vail.
Hello everyone, I'd like to welcome you into Rugs Benedict to come explore our 12,000 square foot showroom. We've been serving the Vail Valley for over 50 years now with flooring needs, and we inventory a ton of product from Carpet One to provide the very best values, highest style. We just built a warehouse, 15,000 square foot warehouse in gypsum. So we have over 120 different broadloom carpets. We have a lot of waterproof wood flooring, things that we can install right away. We have employee installers, a lifetime installation warranty. Many of them have been with us for decades, and they're true craftsmen in their work. They're absolutely extraordinary at installing any of the flooring that we provide. We also have over 1,000 area rugs in stock right now, and they start at 2x3s. I could bring these into the studio today, but they go all the way up to 12x16s, and we have them hanging on the racks just like shopping for clothing. So it's very easy for you to just flip through, see what's available. We'll deliver them to your house so you can check out how they look in your space with your lighting. All different sizes, all different shapes, some things that are going to be a little bit more contemporary, as well as tribal, traditional, all the latest and greatest looks. We have things that are hand knotted, silk, wool and silk options, all the way down to some machine made indoor outdoor type rugs. So really anything that you're looking for your business, for your home, for a rental, Rugs Benedict can provide it. And one thing I consistently hear when people leave our showroom is, that was so easy, thank you so much. So we make the process very easy. Come in, take a look, and we'd love to offer you a free estimate. Look forward to seeing you in our showroom.
Good Morning Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Let's take another look at that local weather forecast for today. Temperatures first thing this morning, slightly cooler, 48 degrees. We will see a high of 66 with a 35% chance of rainfall, partly cloudy skies, and then afternoon thunderstorms are likely. Winds coming out of the west-southwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour throughout the course of today, so that slight breeze is going to make that 66 degrees feel just a little bit cooler than it actually is. Now, as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see some beautiful sunshine kicking us off first thing this morning. A little bit of cloud coverage rolling in into the early afternoon, isolated thunderstorms into the later afternoon, and then partly cloudy skies as we approach this evening. Now, as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, the temperatures down in Denver are definitely warmer than up here in the high country. 79 degrees in Denver with a 30% chance of precipitation. 66 in Vail with a 35% chance of moisture, 70 in Avon with a 30% chance of precipitation, 73 in Eagle with a 25% chance of moisture. Now just remember, if you are traveling along the I-70 corridor, we do have some possible chances of standing water in certain areas, so just give yourself a little bit of extra travel time and be nice and slow out there. Now, as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures are cooling down. 40 degrees is our overnight low, continuing with that 30% chance of precipitation. Showers early and then partly cloudy skies throughout the remainder of the night. Now, we are seeing that sun set just a little bit later. 8:35 p.m. is when we're going to see that sun go down. Winds coming out of the south at 5 to 10 miles an hour throughout the course of this evening, so shifting directions, bringing us this nice storm front that we're going to see and this low pressure system for the next couple of days. Tomorrow, 60% chance of precipitation. Scattered thunderstorms is likely with a high of 63 degrees. 62 on Friday with a 60% chance of moisture. 50% chance of precipitation on Saturday. Partly cloudy skies. 61 degrees is the high. And then by Sunday and Monday, we are expecting to see those temperatures warm up. Some beautiful sunshine come out and temperatures reach up into the 70s. That's when we're going to see a nice high pressure system make its way in. Now, we want to thank Sun and Ski Sports for bringing you this weather report this morning. If you have any outdoor needs, well, then they're your one-stop shop, and they're located right here in the heart of Avon. Now we're going to introduce you to Steeped Coffee, a great coffee resource that you should take camping with you, and they're going to be at Outdoor Retailer for the summer season, so let's take a look. Do you love coffee? Well, now there's an easier way to have access that's more friendly to the environment, and that's steep coffee. And we've got Ron Scadina joining us. Ron, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me. Quite an honor.
We love coffee here, as you can imagine. We're up quite early, and this is a great way to get coffee on the go, but also to enjoy it if you're someone who loves the outdoors.
The coffee is fantastic in the outdoors. It's great on the run. All you need to do is add a little bit of hot water or cold water, actually, and you can make coffee within 2 to 3 minutes.
Which is something that makes it nice and convenient for everyone to get their hands on some delicious coffee. And so steep coffee is a new way for people to enjoy it. So for people who have not heard of steep, can you explain what it is to us?
Simply coffee in a tea bag. We've created a proprietary process to actually grind the coffee at a certain micron, put the coffee in a special sachet that allows the water to agitate the coffee, and then we nitrogen seal the coffee in a bag, so we have a 12-month shelf life, and it's fully compostable, so you can take it anywhere you want to go. And we're using the SCA specifications to 14.2 grams of coffee to 8 ounces of water.
Which makes it super convenient, and especially for those people who are outdoor enthusiasts. So whether you're skiing, biking, hiking, backpacking, camping, this is the perfect way to have this in your car ready to go. That way you can have coffee whenever you want it.
Have you had a chance to try it?
I have not had a chance to try it yet, and I'm a coffee fiend. If I told you how many cups of coffee I've had alone today, you would be amazed.
Well, if it's interesting. If you go to our website, you'll see that you pop down a little pop down on where to get the coffee, and it's at 5,000 points of distribution across the country right now, including Whole Foods nationally and 576 Walmart stores as well.
So it's easy for people to get their hands on steep coffee, and something that's special about what you guys do is you're also blending in these mushrooms that help support immune systems, which this is kind of a phase or like a fad right now that's taking over, having this mushroom support.
So interesting you bring that up. We actually package right now for 450 roasters across America that pay us to package for them using our technology. One of our partners, and our first partner in the functional space, created a product with mushrooms that they infuse into the coffee. We package it for them, so we're their packaging partner. They're using our proprietary method to secure the coffee, keep it fresh, but they've created this proprietary process on the mushroom side of the infusion. They're in Colorado, and the name of that company is Peak State, S-T-A-T-E, and they're one of our partners. And as you know, that we've been nominated for an award for innovation, not only with our packaging, but with the mushroom coffee as well.
Which is something that's so incredible, and the fact that you guys are so sustainable for our environment really shows that you love that outdoor lifestyle, which also speaks volumes to your product, since this is one that you can always use when you're enjoying the outdoors.
And the nice thing was, when you get done using it, you won't leave an imprint right on it'll break down since it's fully compostable. And there's nothing else like it in the world.
So what was the inspiration behind Steep?
Our CEO he used to take a suitcase full of equipment, a scale, a pour over kettle, coffee, and his grinder, and he would spend all this time packing everything to go to his in-laws. And he said he thought there's got to be a simpler way. So he started innovating and creating this about 7 years ago, so that when he travels now, all he needs is a steep sachet, coffee in a tea bag. And the nice thing is it also makes cold brew overnight within 24 hours. So you just add cold water, it makes cold brew. It's stronger in 48 hours, 72 hours. But that was the innovation. A man named Josh Wilbur created it.
Which, I mean, I've mentioned it now. I love coffee and I love caffeine, and you're not going to miss any of the caffeine with regular coffee by enjoying a bag of Steep, correct?
Correct. So what we did is we looked at French press and we looked at pour over. And we combine these two in creating this sachet. So when you dip and dunk it, it extracts and agitates the coffee so that it yields the caffeine that's in normal French press or a pour over. So we call this method the French press without the mess. And you and I all know that we've made French press and left it on the counter too long because our partners then had to remind us it should be in the garden. The grind should be in the garden, not on the counter.
Right. My mom is a big coffee drinker as well, and she has an espresso machine at home. And yeah, she goes through the coffee grounds or the espresso bean grounds so frequently that that's something that she definitely uses in her garden. Now, as people are looking into getting it, you guys do carry a lot of different types of coffee. And so which one is your favorite?
I love a coffee that we had roasted by one of our partners in Oakland from Mr. Espresso, and we created a coffee that's French roasted, but it's also roasted over oak wood. So the nice thing is the way it roasts then, it takes longer to roast the coffee, but it brings out these incredible flavors that you don't get unless you use oak wood. So I like the breakwater coffee. That's my favorite. And this coffee also won the award at the Nexties at the Expo 2021 as Best New Coffee and Coffee and Tea category. So the Breakwater is my favorite, but I also like the Eventide when I don't want the caffeine in the afternoon. It's a single origin Ethiopian Swiss water process. So you get also this incredible coffee without any chemicals or decaf.
I feel like coffee is such a simple luxury, but it is a luxury product for so many, and this is just such a great way for people to enjoy it, have a smaller carbon footprint while doing so, and then of course probiotics, immune system boosting, and all of these great aspects to just make that simple pleasure even better.
After listening to you, I would definitely ask you to join our team as an evangelist, because you obviously understand it well, and I appreciate the time and energy you spent to learn about what we do and how we do it, and just being able to share it with the world.
Ron, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us, and thank you for taking that carbon footprint that coffee has been leaving behind and getting rid of it. That way you can be sustainable, caffeinated, and also, if you need probiotics or your immune system boosted, you're ready to go.
Good Morning Vail.
Hi there. On today's episode of Good Day Vail is one that you don't want to miss, as I am so grateful to have Amy Phillips and Tamara N. Underwood, and the N stands for Nottingham, of the Town Council of Avon. So please come back and watch Good Day Vail, as you will be enlightened on so many things that you can do to become a better citizen in Avon.
I would shift gears, not away from sustainability, but inclusive as sustainability. Probably the most important thing is to vote for local leaders. I mean, we have leaders on library boards, water and sanitation district, obviously town council, county commissioners. I mean, we don't just need to vote for our senators that go to Washington to represent us well.
I love that.
And one of the things that a lot of people don't know is that metro districts, water districts, electrical cohorts all have very interesting voting rules. So you got to figure out who you're going to be voting for. So you've got to figure out, what metro district am I in? Because if you're in the town of Avon like you are, Avon Wild Ridge Mountain Star, you're in Avon.
Okay.
But if you're in Eagle Vale or you're up in Bachelor Gulch or up in Beaver Creek, you have metro districts that actually get a lot of your property tax, or if you're a renter, your property owner's tax. And you need to be aware of all the different entities.
Oh, Amy, what a great idea.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Vail Skin and Lashes, located in the heart of Avon, offers a full array of aesthetic and medical treatments and services. We feature only the highest quality products in an upscale medical-grade skincare boutique. Experience this luxurious, welcoming, and inviting environment. We are dedicated to providing expert personalized care, artistry, wellness, beauty. That's Vail Skin and Lashes Medical Spa.
Join us on the Leadville Railroad. This fun-filled train ride takes you and your family on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for a half-day trip of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Book your adventure on the Leadville Railroad today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
Good Morning Vail.
Welcome back to the show. Now, something that we all know and love is a TV series that can hook you in and keep you watching. And that's exactly what The Great American Recipe does. And we've got Alejandra joining us to give us more information because they're back for season 2. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me this morning.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to chat with you today.
Now let's talk about The Great American Recipe because this is one of those shows that always gets you hooked. Not only do you learn very intimate, personal, and vulnerable details about the contestants, but you're also learning their family's secret recipes.
Yes, I think that's one of the most special things about our show and what really sets us apart from other types of competitions and food shows is the fact that we are celebrating the history and the story and the heritage of our home cooks. These are not professional chefs. These are moms, dads, lawyers, doctors coming in and sharing their real life food recipes with us. So these are the things that they actually eat and enjoy with the people that they love. And it's so cool. So yeah, so whether you love food or you just love learning great stories and history and culture, you're going to get a little bit of everything on our show.
Now, you're one of the fantastic judges that people can kind of watch and get inspired from because you have a phenomenal career. So let's talk a little bit about what you've done throughout your career.
Sure. Thank you so much. Yeah. So on the show, I love it. I always say that I learned how to cook because I love eating. And I realized that if I learned how to make some of my favorite recipes, I could enjoy them anytime I wanted. So I've been cooking since I was a young girl. And then I worked in all aspects of media as a magazine editor. I work on television. I'm a Today Show contributor. And then now I get to host The Great American Recipe on PBS, which has been such a joy. And it really has been my most favorite project that I've ever gotten to work on because not only do we have incredible cooks and contestants on the show, but also I'm working with an amazing team of judges. We've got Chef Graham Elliott, Chef Leah Cohen, and Chef Tiffany Derry, who all bring such a wonderful perspective and knowledge that it really teaches our home cooks and helps kind of even up their game more so that they're not just competing, but they're also learning and growing as home chefs.
Now let's talk a little bit about the competition and what the layout looks like so as people can start tuning in, they know what to expect.
Yes. So it's a really fun show. What I love, we've got 9 home cooks from all across the country. Each one of them is representing their home regions, but they're also representing whatever their background is. So maybe, for example, we've got a home cook, Ted, from Chicago, who is of Greek heritage. We've got Abby, who is from Colorado, and she is of Jewish heritage. And so we're really learning their stories and their recipes through their food. So, I mean, it's, one of those things things where you're learning so much, but it's in such a fun way, you don't even realize it. And then for each episode, we've got 2 challenges. They have a shorter challenge that they start off with, and then a little bit much of a more of a longer one, which is their second one. And from there, we judge their recipes, and well, fortunately, I don't actually have to judge, the chefs do, but we get to try everything and learn about what they're doing. And I mean, I think it's going to be really cool. We have some really cool challenges that we gave them this year, which I think the viewers at home are really going to enjoy.
Now, as someone who's had the opportunity to try all of these delicious meals, have you had one that still sticks out in your brain that you still think about in your mouth waters?
Oh my gosh, you know, the food is so good, and look, I think that our cooks are just so talented, and I think we even upped the level of talent this year. So everything that they were giving us was so fantastic. It really made our jobs really tough, because it's like, how do you choose when you have such fantastic dishes? I think what I think about most is less specific dishes and more about these new cuisines that I actually got to try. We had a Guyanese cook on our show, Salma, and I'd never had Guyanese food before, and so I got to try so many dishes from her heritage. We had a Libyan Jew who was sharing his recipes, which are so fantastic. And so it was just sort of fun, because I, again, never had food from Libya before. And so it was just so nice to be able to learn these recipes. And I find myself craving these flavors, but fortunately we do have a cookbook. So the viewers at home will be able to try out the recipes once the series ends.
Okay, now what's the strangest thing that you've eaten on camera?
The strangest thing I've eaten on camera? Well, I gotta say, not from our show. Let me think. You know, what would be the strangest thing? I think that I can't even decide. Oh, you know what? I think it's sometimes when this wasn't on our show, but sometimes when people go kind of savory lately, I don't know if you tried some of these new ice cream flavors that folks have tried out. So I tried a cheese ice cream, which was a very weird thing to experience. It was like a full-on, like not cheesecake. I'm talking like Velveeta type cheese.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
There's pluses and minuses to getting to eat on camera. But fortunately, on our show, there wasn't nothing weird like that. There were just some really incredible flavors, which really kind of introduced me to some wonderful new recipes.
Now, where can people find the show if they're interested in joining season 2?
All right, well, we're premiering June 19th at 9 p.m. Eastern, but obviously depending on where you are, that may adjust, so check your local listings. It's gonna be Monday nights, which is a really fun time. I think you can get home from your work and kind of relax and unwind and watch the show. They can also stream it through the PBS app or online through the browser. So I think that there's so many ways for folks to watch. And if they wanna catch up before our season 2 starts, they can stream all episodes of season 1 too, so that they're ready to go once we get started.
Now, if people want to get their hands on this fabulous cookbook to learn some of these wonderful new recipes, where can they find that?
Yes, so wherever books are sold, and of course through PBS, which is wonderful because we love supporting PBS. So the book is available for pre-order now. And something that's cool is that the winner of the series has their recipe featured on the cover of the book. So when you go on, you won't actually see the final cover because we don't want to spoil it for you. But you can pre-order it now, and it'll be released after the finale in August.
Alejandra, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us, giving us all this great information, and thanks for sharing that story about the cheese ice cream.
Oh my gosh, thank you, yeah. Thank you so much for your support and for chatting with me this morning.
We love what you do, and we love the entertainment that you bring, only because it is a ton of fun, and it inspires some of us who don't cook to cook.
That's what I love about our show. Thank you.
Thank you. Make sure that you check out The Great American Recipe. That way you can get inspired to cook at home. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back from the break, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good Morning Vail.
It's that time where we're talking Sun and Ski Sports Product of the Week. Now, we've got a great pair of shoes if you're looking to get out there and enjoy the courts. Now, these shoes are going to be as tough for you as you are on the competitor. Now, this is the Head Revolt Pro 4.0. This shoe has so many great features to it, and I don't even know where to begin. Head has this incredible technology called the T-Core 360, giving the shoe core strength, enhanced stability, and torsional support. Now, this also has a lockdown strap right here that's integrated into the lacing system, making it nice and easy for you to keep your foot stable while you're out there enjoying the courts. Now, it also has a 360-degree ventilation cooling system, not only on the top of the shoe, the upper portion right here, but also on the sole of the shoe where that nice little vent is to help you keep your feet cool while you're enjoying the courts. Now, it also has a lateral control to avoid rollovers with your ankles when you're out there enjoying anything that you're doing on the courts. Whether it's tennis or pickleball, these are the shoes for you to make sure that you are nice and supported while you're enjoying your favorite sport. Now, to get your hands on these fabulous shoes, you should check out Sun and Ski Sports. Whether you go online or whether you shop in store, you can go in and find your perfect pair of courtside shoes. That way you can enjoy everything that you're doing and make sure that your feet are nice and stable out there. We want to thank Sun and Ski Sports for giving you this product of the week. We've got more after this.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
I'm Clinton Griffiths, the host of Ag Day. Get the latest news about crops, livestock, and rural living weekdays. Follow the food you eat from the field to the store to your table every day.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
Good Morning Vail.
Adventures in Coaching is a segment that we love to do here to maybe help you get inspired to maybe change careers or maybe to just find those little differences that you need in your life to better your life. And I'm here with Kim Smith, who's going to give us some more information. Now, in the last session, we talked about kind of the struggles of making changes when it comes to your career. And now we're going to start to talk about what could be holding you back from success. Kim, thank you so much for being here.
It's great to be here again, Maddie. Thank you.
We love to have the opportunity to chat with you, only because you have so many fantastic ideas and so many stepping stones to help people find maybe that next path in their life. And so we talked a lot about what it's like to make a change. Now, why can people get stuck in a little rut when they're going to make a change?
Yeah, and this is one of my very favorite topics in coaching because it's where we get to dig deep a little bit and figure out, what makes us tick. And, a lot of things can get us stuck, like maybe not knowing where we're going and exactly what we want to do. But once we kind of identify a plan or we think we've got a place we want to go, sometimes we get stuck because of fear. And it could be fear of failure, it could be fear of success. But they show up as like limiting beliefs often. And what that means is those little small voices that we all have that tell us like, oh, maybe I'm not smart enough to do this, or I don't have enough experience, or just the self-doubts that kind of can creep into our thoughts that might hold us back. And a lot of times it looks like procrastination, like we just can't get moving. So if you're starting to feel like you're procrastinating, you're not getting anywhere, it might be a limiting belief that's holding you back.
Now, we've heard this term limiting beliefs a couple of times from you recently, and so let's talk about what a limiting belief could be.
So like I was talking about, it could be something that, is that small voice that shows up, but it's really about identifying those and where they come from. And, good news is we all have them. Everybody has limiting beliefs. It's not, something that's very unique. And we get them from life experiences. They can have cropped up because of something that happened in childhood or in the workplace, or maybe the teacher told you something that hurt your feelings, or something, but somehow it's gotten exaggerated over time and it's manifesting in our adult lives in ways that may not serve us anymore.
Which is wild to think about. The psychological aspect of this all is something that is so intriguing, and that's where you really come in to help people kind of walk through this. Now, as we've been talking, there are limiting beliefs and there are fear, and so how can you tell the difference between it being a limiting belief or it being fear-based holding you back?
I think they're very similar, so it's a little bit hard to describe, but the fears are really driving those limiting beliefs. And those fears are sort of underneath those. So, that fear of, you want to drill down and figure out what that fear is so that you can see why that limiting belief is holding you back. So is it fear of success? Is it fear of failure? Is it fear of being judged and criticized? That's a really big one when people start taking that, new path forward and they're worried about, oh my gosh, what are my parents going to think of me? What are my friends? What's society going to think of me, doing something different? So those fears really underlie and drive those limiting beliefs.
If we acknowledge that we're in fear, is there anything that we can find a way to kind of work around it, and what can we do about it?
Yeah, that's a great question. And, like I was saying before, fear is so normal when you get to the stage of wanting to make change. And identifying what it is really going to be helpful. So, taking a look at where it might have come from and identifying it, naming it, how does it make you feel when you're in that fear, so that you can recognize it when it crops up. And it's not enough to just really know about, what that fear is. That awareness is key. But in order to move through it, you have to have courage. And, courage is not the absence of fear, it's taking action anyway in spite of it. So taking some steps, some baby steps, can often be the antidote to eliminating that fear and creating some momentum in what it is you're trying to do and achieve.
Which I think is so important, because not only will you learn a lot about yourself as you're moving forward and making this decision of change, but you'll also just learn a lot about yourself in your coping mechanisms and how you behave in certain situations, because you are re-experiencing those things that have created these voices in your head. Now, as people are sitting down with themselves and they're starting to talk about the limiting beliefs and the fear, there are ways for them to move through them.
Absolutely. And again, it's not kind of a one and done. Once you figure out what the fear is, it's going to take practice. You are going to notice when these come up, and you might be getting triggered in a lot of areas of your life, not just work or, trying to move forward with a goal. It can happen in a lot of places. And what I've found is that, they're not really different across different parts of your life. They're pretty much the same fears and limiting beliefs that you have. So recognizing them is really important. And then having those strategies of like, oh gosh, there it is again. What do I need to do? How do I need to move forward? Do I need to take a pause and take a step back and not react to something? Or, is it just a matter of like taking a baby step? And, if I'm trying to make some change in my career, is it a matter of doing some research, sending some emails, doing some informational interviews? What does it look like to help get you out of that fear? And, like I said, action and taking, courage and taking action is the antidote to fear and limiting beliefs.
Which, as people go through this process and they start to identify those fears and those limiting beliefs, how can they start to move forward beyond them?
That's a good question. It's about having that plan. If you don't have a plan, you're really not going to be going anywhere. So I love utilizing SMART goals, and SMART is the acronym for specific, measurable, attainable or achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So if you can take a look at your goals and utilize that SMART acronym to kind of help yourself, have that plan and hold yourself attainable, it can be hugely helpful.
Which I think is something that a lot of us have a hard time holding ourselves to these goals. Now, this is where a coach would really come in and help. So as you are making these changes, how can a coach kind of guide you through this?
Well, so a coach really believes that you know inside what you want to do, and it's my job to pull it out of you. Like, what is that dream that you have? What is that goal that you want to attain? And then help you to create the steps to get there. And in addition to that, I will help hold you accountable. It's not that you're going to be in trouble if you don't do something, but maybe we explore the why. Why are you stuck again? And is it those limiting beliefs that are cropping up? Or is it some deeper fear that we need to address? Or is it just the fact that, you need a little extra push to make that first step and to take that leap of faith? So.
Which I think that there is so many benefits to having a coach to just give you that little bit of extra push, because I know that's where I tend to struggle, is sometimes I just need that little motivation to help myself get to the top of the mountain that I'm trying to climb from the last time we sat down and went through some of this information. Now, if people are interested in having you as their coach to help them with any of these moments of struggling that they could be experiencing, what's the best way for them to get in contact with you?
So just go to my website, adventuresandcoaching.com, and you can fill out the form there or get more information, or you can email me at kim@adventuresandcoaching.com.
Kim, thank you so much for being here and giving us all this wonderful information. It's so nice to just chat with you and kind of work through these things with you as I'm sitting here and just learning so much from you. So thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Maddie.
Make sure that you check out Adventures in Coaching. That way, if you are maybe looking for that little bit of motivation, you can get it from Kim because she's absolutely wonderful. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back from the break, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good Morning Vail.
Join us on the Leadville Railroad. This fun-filled train ride takes you and your family on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for a half-day trip of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Book your adventure on the Leadville Railroad today at leadvillerailroad.com.
If you haven't seen Good Day Vail lately, here's what you've been missing. I'm Cece Zach, and I'm the host of Good Day Vail, and you can find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92 or on our website at tva8vail.com and on YouTube. We're here to serve the Vail Valley, and we look forward to sharing our story with all of you.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to TV8's Good Morning Vail for hour number 2. This is a live shot of Lion's Head first thing this morning. You can see that sun is starting to shine just a little bit, but everything is so beautiful and green this time of year, only because we've had such a good year filled with precipitation, not only from all the snowfall, but all of this rain that we've been seeing is really helping bring everything to life. I'm your in-studio host for the next hour of Good Morning Vail, Maddie Evans, and I love getting to be here to bring you some of the wonderful information about things taking place in and around our community. Now, for the next hour of Good Morning Vail, we've got a lot in store for you. Not only are we going to give you a look at that local weather forecast, give you some great information about activities you can go participate in and around our community, but we're going to introduce you to Chris Bavona from Ski Town All-Stars, as well as Carrie Maywak from the Eagle Valley Library District, which has some fabulous events taking place throughout the course of today. So if you are looking to get out there and do anything, maybe make your way over to the Avon Public Library, as they have some fun activities happening. The first one is the Eagle Valley Library District Community Puzzle Project. Now, this is kicking off at 1 p.m. at the Avon Public Library. Now, what this is doing is you can go, you select your individual jigsaw puzzle piece, you decorate it, and then it's going to make this incredible, beautiful, large puzzle to represent our community. Now, each puzzle piece reflects you, and then everything comes together to reflect the community, which is a really cool way to just show all of the love that we have here. Now, something else taking place at the Eagle Valley Library District today is Teen Chopped at the Library. Now, this is taking place from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. and this is a great way for the kids to get out there, the teens, I should say, to get out there, meet some new friends, maybe some kids from some other schools, but also create a delicious brownie recipe in a jar where they can take it home and cook it for their friends or their family. Now, if you're looking to do something at the Eagle Valley Library District, we're going to give you some great information on how you can get your library card here in just a little bit. Now, some other wonderful things taking place in and around our community. It is Pollinator Month workshop that is happening at Vail today. Now, this is something that's really unique because we love our pollinators here. They're all coming back from their sleepy time over the winter, and especially since we're starting to see all of those flowers bloom. Now, this is taking place from 10:30 to 11:30, and this is just a great way to educate yourself, especially because they are bringing the one and only beekeeper from Knapp Ranch, who does a fabulous job at providing our community with delicious local honey, and why it has so many benefits for you. You can learn today, so make sure that you check this wonderful event out. Now, something that I'm really excited for, I've been counting down since really ski season ended, is the farmers markets. They kick off this summer, so we've got the Minturn Farmers Market this Saturday, where you can go, you can enjoy, you can meet some local artisan, you can buy some local produce, and you can just enjoy some great live music. Now, the Minturn Market is a really fun place to go and walk around and just spend some time outside. Now, we are expecting to see a little bit of precipitation on Saturday, so maybe if you want to wait and make it out to the farmers market on Sunday, well, then we'll see some beautiful sunshine, and that's the official kickoff of the Vail Farmers Market. And so if you love the Vail Farmers Market like I do and all the wonderful activities that come along with it, well, then make sure you mark your calendars and you check it out. 17 wonderful markets, 40 different vendors, and so much more for you to participate in. So make sure that you check that out as well. Now, we want to take a look at that local weather forecast because there's some weather coming our way throughout the course of today. We are expecting to see a slight chance of precipitation. 48 degrees right about now outside, a high of 66 degrees. 35% chance of rainfall, partly cloudy skies. Now, we are expecting a slight breeze to roll through out of the west-southwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour throughout the course of today. So that slight breeze is going to make that 66 degrees feel just a little bit cooler than it actually is. Now, as we take a look at Vail by the Hour, you can see we're going to start our morning off with some beautiful sunshine. We will have some cloud coverage rolling in into the early afternoon, 61 degrees around noon with partly cloudy skies. That high is going to settle in between the 12 o'clock hour and the 4 o'clock hour, and then isolated thunderstorms around that 4 o'clock hour, bringing us that precipitation, partly cloudy skies as we approach this evening. Now, as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, temperatures down in Denver are definitely nice and warm compared to up here in the high country. 79 degrees in Denver with a 30% chance of precipitation, 66 in Vail with a 35% chance of moisture, 70 degrees in Avon with a 30% chance of precipitation, 73 in Eagle with a 25% chance of moisture. So temperatures both out to the east and to the west of us, just slightly warmer. Now, as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures are cooling down. 40 degrees is our overnight low. 30% chance of rain overnight tonight. Showers early and then partly cloudy skies continuing. Now that sun setting just a little bit later each and every day. 8:35 p.m. is when we're going to see that sun go down. Winds coming out of the south at 5 to 10 miles an hour, which is going to blow in this incredible low pressure system that we're going to see throughout the course of the next couple of days. 63 degrees is our high tomorrow with a 60% chance of precipitation. That's going to continue into Friday with a high of 62. Now 61 degrees by Saturday with a 50% chance of moisture. So if you are getting out there to do anything throughout the course of the next 3 days, just make sure that you bring that rain jacket with you. But then by Sunday, beautiful sunshine, high of 70 degrees. That's going to continue into Monday, 74 degrees and sunny. So if you are making your way out there for the Vail Farmers Market, just make sure that you're layering up with lots of sunscreen. Now we're going to take a short break from the show, and when we come back, we've got more, so stay tuned.
Good Morning Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 7 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these 2 luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Good Morning Vail.
Are you a freelance worker and do you want some great tips and tricks and maybe some information to help you build as a freelance worker? Well, then Fiverr has the answers for you, and we've got Laura joining me to give us some more information. Good morning, Laura.
Hey, good morning, Maddie. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks so much for taking the time to chat with us. Now, for people who don't know what Fiverr is, can you give us just a brief overview?
Absolutely. Fiverr is a freelance marketplace, and that means we're online and we connect freelancers to companies around the world in the simplest way possible. In just a few clicks, you can find a freelancer, or you can go on Fiverr.com and sign up and become a freelancer yourself, offer your services, and clients will come to you. And every year we put out this Freelance Economic Impact Report. This is a deep dive into the freelance economy here in the US. We're looking year over year at population changes, where freelancers are working, where they're making the most money, and exactly how much money they have made So in 2022, they made $286 billion. That's a 10% increase from the year prior. And this is the trend that we've been seeing every year since we put out this report, which is just the revenue growing larger and larger.
Which is incredible to see that growth, and so exponentially too. 10% is a huge jump, and especially when we're talking about numbers these large. Now, which freelance kind of group is most likely to be satisfied?
That's a great question. The report breaks up all of these freelancers that are doing so many different jobs into 3 different categories. So we have professional services, that would be lawyers, accountants, business consultants, marketers. Then you have technical services, so data processors, architects, and then creative services, artists, photographers, voiceover artists. And what we found is that professional services, they are the largest group and they make the most money. And in 2022, they reported increasing demand for their services, so much so that 45% of them successfully raised their rates in 2022. So they're making more than ever.
And how do men and women differ when it comes to independent work?
There are roughly 6.7 million of these independent workers in the US. 3.7 million of them are women. So it's a larger group. We're a larger group. And women find more benefits to freelancing over traditional employment than men do. This report surveyed the women and found that 41% prefer to work from home compared to 31% of men. So they see that as advantageous when it comes to freelancing. 39% of women compared to 22% of men want more flexibility in their schedule. And then once again, more women than men feel burned out by traditional employment.
And then, of course, do freelancers make more money depending on the area that they live in?
They do. The report ranks the top 30 cities, and as would be expected, New York and LA are number 1 and number 2 when it comes to how much freelancers make and the amount of freelancers there. That is followed, though, for number 3, not by Chicago, which is the 3rd most populous city, but in fact, Miami. So this follows the trend that we've been seeing during the pandemic and after the pandemic of more people working from home and then deciding to move to warmer climates, perhaps more affordable climates when it comes to cost of living and tax incentives. And so that's why Miami is number 3 instead of Chicago.
Now, Laura, as people are coming up with their independent freelance businesses, how can they join Fiverr to get all this information and really help grow their business?
So we make it really easy. We like to say to go to Fiverr and create a username and sign up and start working. Or if you want to be a buyer on Fiverr and hire a freelancer, you can also set up an account. But if you want to learn more specifically about this report, you can go to fiverr.com/freelance-impact.
Which is great information for so many freelancers to get their hands on. And now as people are maybe making some shifts into freelance work from jobs that they've been doing for a long time to maybe do that working from home position, do you have any tips and tricks as they're getting started?
I think number 1 is you want to spread the word. So you can let people know, friends and family, obviously, but also posting on social media and including LinkedIn and all of the different places where you are already present online to say, hey, I'm now freelancing and this is how you can hire me. I also think it's really important to set yourself at a competitive rate. That way, if you are on a platform like Fiverr, you're getting work and you're not out overpricing or underpricing yourself. It's also super important to specify exactly what you can do and cannot do and make your gig description, as we call it on the website, as descriptive as possible. That way people know exactly what you can do for them. And if they have the kind of job that fits your expertise, then it'll be a good link.
Now, how user-friendly is Fiverr? Can anyone just get on, sign up, and start working?
As long as you're over 16 years old and, between 16 and 18, you do need parents' consent, but it goes from college age, high school, college age, all the way up to retirees we're seeing on the platform. And it really is user-friendly. It's we like to call it the Amazon of digital services because it's just laid out so that you can quickly find exactly what you need.
Laura, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us, giving us all this wonderful information. Now, if people are interested in finding Fiverr, what's the website one more time?
Fiverr with 2 R's.com.
Laura, again, thank you so much for giving us all this wonderful information.
Thanks, Maddie.
If you're a freelancer looking to expand your business, well then Fiverr is the solution for you. So you can go to Fiverr2Rs.com to start your business account today. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good Morning Vail.
Hello everyone, now is the time to refresh your floors. I'm Mandy Benedict. I'd love to invite you into our showroom to explore our 12,000 square foot showroom where you can view all different floors installed, see what it looks like in a larger space. One of our greatest growing products is waterproof wood flooring, which for our environment with kids and dogs and ski boot and our mountain lifestyle, this is a great flooring option. I brought one of the planks with me today. They're nice, long, wide planks. They're embossed on grain, so they look beautiful, but they perform really well in our mountain lifestyle. We have all employee installers. They've been working for over a decade with us, and we have a lifetime installation warranty. So not only do we make sure that the client gets what they want, we know what this climate needs. We have beautiful reclaimed floors, herringbone, really anything that you're looking for to update your home or your business. We have it at Rugs Benedict. We provide free estimates. So come in and visit us in the store. We'd love to see you.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day off than with the Good Morning Vail crew. You asked for more and TV8 delivered. Good Morning Vail is here for you with your local news, sports, weather, and community events every morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. No matter the season, we give you a reason to watch, so grab your coffee and join the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. And remember, there's more for you on 92.
Hey there, I'm Stacey Zach, and I'm the host of Good Day Vail. And today, please tune in as we talk about the history of Avon. It is something that every viewer should know about, because what's better than knowing about the town that we live in, the culture, the history, and ultimately the respect that we owe this town. So stay tuned. We'll be with you later today on Good Day Vail.
Good Morning Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Someone that we love to have in the studio, only because he brings us a whirlwind of giggles, is Chris Pavona from Ski Town All-Stars. And let's have him make his grand entrance on his nice e-bike. Oh, I love the squeal.
That was a short entrance, though.
That was a short entrance. We should have moved the little thing so that you could have gotten in further. Now let's talk about this e-bike because you've added some special details to it, and that's why you brought it in here first thing this morning.
So this is a new model we just started carrying, which is the R Adventure. So it's got 8-speed, and this one's my personal bike, and we actually had Matt at Wrap Colorado do some custom decals on our battery for us, which we're pretty stoked about. And we've got that across all of our bikes now to match the grips and everything else. So
You guys are so fancy over at Ski Town All Stars. You want to come sit down and
sure,
hang out?
if I must.
I brought your coffee over so
Thank
that I
you.
could bribe you into hanging out with me over here so we could talk more about your bike and more about your weekend.
What a weekend.
What a weekend. Let's talk about it. You've raised a lot of money for locals who are getting Dismount Zone tickets.
Yeah, we sold all the Dismount Zone hats we bought, so we can literally pay off about 7 tickets now.
Wow. So if someone gets a ticket,
Yep.
how do they get reimbursed by you?
I want them to actually give me the ticket, and I want to personally go pay it.
Oh, okay. I think that's a bold strategy, but I'm here for it.
Bold move, Cotton.
Bold move.
See how it works out for you.
Yeah. I can't wait.
But literally, bring the ticket to the shop, and I want to go to the town and pay it, because they all just love me there now.
Yeah, they do.
They
You're
just-
bringing awareness.
Exactly. Exactly, awareness.
So let's talk. If people maybe didn't have the opportunity to get the GoPro Mountain Games special hat by you guys at Ski
Yep.
Town All Stars over the weekend, you guys still have some left?
We still have some left of the actual not Birds of Prey, GoPro Games hats in the office, and they're online as well.
So people can go online, they can still get their hands on them. And then let's talk about this cool colorway that you have on right now.
It's next year's. No, it's available. I'm just kidding.
I was like, why do you do this to us?
Yeah, but so it's available, and yeah, we're pretty stoked about this new colorway.
I'm pretty stoked about the shape of that hat. Now, I have a lot of Ski Town All Stars hats,
Yep.
and I love each and every one, and you guys have so many new ones coming out constantly.
Yep.
And so if people go online to your website, then they can enjoy all of the fun that you guys have,
All of the fun.
including the bikes.
Bikes and skis still, and hats, and yeah, just all the things, all the things.
All of the things. The new Ski Town All Stars tagline. All of the things. We've got the bike up on the screen. Now, these bikes are very custom, I should say, to Ski Town All Stars, since you guys are the only Super 73 retailer.
Correct. We have exclusive rights to these bikes in the valley, and we've got the ranging from the ZX Miami, which is like the price point bike, all the way up to the bike that's actually a collab with Roland Sands Designs, which is actually one above this bike. But yeah, we've got the whole lineup, and yeah, they've been doing really well. People are stoked. The cool thing about these is that they are a Class 2 e-bike, so they can go on the bike paths. However, they do have this really cool setting where you can set it to go like 31 miles an hour.
Which is so fast, and they're so fun to ride, so
Yep.
people can come, they can try them, they can
Yep.
ride them, and then hand you their credit cards.
Exactly what happens, you know?
And look, here we are enjoying the bikes with Koa in the
look at
back.
Koa. Look at how much fun we're having.
And our pink helmets, safety first.
And Koa's having so much fun too.
Koa was having fun until we started squealing to stops.
Yeah, and that's like lightning and dogs and thunder and dogs. They just,
Don't love it.
not a fan.
Not a huge fan of that. Now, the bike that you brought in right now, it has a really long seat. How many people can you fit on that guy?
6.
You've tried it?
Yes.
Nice and safe, I'm sure.
No, you can fit like 2 people pretty easily.
Right.
And I got some sweet pegs there too if you want to hop on the back, Maddie.
Oh, man. That sounds like a party on your bike.
It is a party on the bike.
Now, if people are interested in getting their hands on these bikes, do they come into the shop or can they order them online as well?
We kind of can ship them if we have them in stock and not built, but pretty much everything is in our shop in Eaglevale.
Which is the best way to do it. That way you can try it before you buy it, fall in love with the bike, hand over the credit card, and enjoy. Now, you are the self-proclaimed e-bike presidente.
Yep.
So let's talk about the rebates that you know about.
So basically, it's all listed on our website, but there's different rebates depending on where you live here in the Valley. So basically, you just have to go on there and check it out. But there's Vail rebates, there's Edwards rebates, but not certain developments. And so it really depends on where you are in the valley, but there's definitely rebates going on. You can get some money back, but also just, reducing your carbon footprint, Maddie, by not taking out your car.
So important.
Like personally, I drove this here this morning.
I know, because when I was trying to move it to line it up into the studio, it was cold.
I know. I drove it all the way here this morning from Westvale.
Wow. Just the double wink was such
What are you talking about?
The double wink. Too bad you guys at home cannot see it, but I saw it.
It was too cold.
It was too cold. It is pretty chilly out.
Well, when you're going 30 miles an hour, it's chilly.
Yeah, you got to be in like your winter gear.
I know. It's like the wind chill factor. It's like the e-bike chill factor.
Yeah.
I know you're a meteorologist, so you know all about that.
I'm a weather reader.
Okay, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, thank you. Just quick corrections here
Yep.
and there, it's important. Now, if there are companies throughout our community that want maybe some laser engraved stuff like your wonderful mug that you have in your
Yep.
hand, you guys also offer that.
Yeah, we do lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of custom gear for companies all throughout the valley, from hats, t-shirts, clean canteens, all kinds of cool stuff. So, and our turnaround time is about 2 weeks right now, which is pretty incredible. Yeah, and we're just cranking out product, stoking out peeps.
And then, of course, your new mountain bike collection that
Yep.
people can enjoy. That way, if they're maybe brown pow hounds,
Yeah.
is that what you guys call them?
BPHs,
BPHs. Then
brown pow hounds.
It's almost a tongue twister.
Yeah, brown pow, hero dirt, bikes because hiking is not as cool as bikes. Yeah, we've got all the stuff. Just trying to make fun stuff or stoke people out and put a smile on people's faces.
And really show your love for the outdoor lifestyle, which is something
Yep.
that you guys do really well on your social media. So for people who have not been following along, you've been doing some wildflower peeping.
Yeah, huge flower guy.
Huge flower guy. Actually,
Just,
I believe last night I read that you were a huge pod guy, and I made sure that I looked at your Instagram so my homework was done before you got in here.
Thanks, Maddie. I really appreciate that.
Listen,
yeah, Scott
doing what I
Bello, my photographer friend.
Your best friend.
My BFF. We went frolicking in the wildflowers. Just two dudes and a bunch of wildflowers.
And some cameras.
And some cameras and some drones.
And you got some incredible footage, and if people want to see that, you have a few Instagram accounts where they can follow it to check it out.
So there's at Ski Town All Stars.
The big one. The one everyone knows and loves.
At Vail.Colorado.
And also a large one.
Another big one. And at CJ Bevo. That's where you're going to get the wildflower content. They call me the wildflower kid.
And the one and only Chris Pavona in all of his glory.
I just called myself the wildflower kid.
I heard it.
But I really like flowers.
As of last night,
I know. They were incredible.
it was proclaimed last night. You were like, oh, guess he is. And then you were like, guess I am.
Yeah, I know.
So people should follow all of these wonderful accounts,
Yep.
see everything that you guys have going on.
Yep.
And then it is Will It Laser Blazer Wednesday.
It always is, Maddie, because I'm here every Wednesday.
And you never do it.
Okay. You need to be there to do it.
Oh, is that the rule?
Yeah, I think that's the new rule.
Okay, well.
What should we laser?
Uh,
Let's try to laser that rack on that bike.
In the next upcoming months, when I need a haircut, I'm gonna let you laser cut my hair.
Okay.
Straight across. It's
I've
gonna
seen
smell
that.
terrible.
Yeah, but I've seen that on Instagram where the Japanese guy just takes the knife and he just cuts it straight across.
Yeah,
It'd be
mhm.
the same thing with the laser. I think your hair needs to grow a little bit longer.
Yeah, I don't want to cut
Because
it.
we need to keep your head not clear of the laser.
Right. Important things
Because then
here.
you have to go like this and then.
I also would like your hairdresser to be there
Okay.
post laser so she can fix it.
Carrie can be there.
Cool. And a fire extinguisher because
We got one right there.
All right, perfect.
Big one.
All these great things coming into fruition for you guys to enjoy. Now, if people want to come to Ski Town All Stars, the shop, where can they find it?
We are in Eagleville between Big O Tires and Pier 13 Liquors, right on the Green Mile. We're open about 10-ish to 6-ish, most days-ish. And yeah, just come check us out. Definitely hit us up via the telephone just to make sure we're there. If it's, snowing or some other natural
Or if
occurrence.
it's rained and the mountain is going to be good mountain biking,
Yeah.
you guys aren't going to be there. If
been
the
really-
river flow is perfect, right on the wave, he's not going to be there.
Yep. I need to create content.
Right.
Give the people what they want.
Exactly. Chris, thanks for coming in.
Is the biking open this weekend?
I don't know. That's a good question. We'll look into that.
I thought you would know that.
You would think.
I mean, you are a meteorologist.
A weather reader.
Okay.
Chris, thank you so much for coming in and giving us all this wonderful information.
Thanks for having me.
Make sure that you check out Ski Town All-Stars and all of the wonderful Instagram accounts that he just listed off to you. That way you can see the beautiful wildflowers and you can see what this wild man is up to, because he is the
Wildflower man.
Exactly. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good Morning Vail.
It's that time where we're talking Sun and Ski Sports Product of the Week. Now, we've got a great pair of shoes if you're looking to get out there and enjoy the courts. Now, these shoes are going to be as tough for you as you are on the competitor. Now, this is the Head Revolt Pro 4.0. This shoe has so many great features to it, and I don't even know where to begin. Head has this incredible technology called the T-Core 360, giving the shoe core strength, enhanced stability, and torsional support. Now, this also has a lockdown strap right here that's integrated into the lacing system, making it nice and easy for you to keep your foot stable while you're out there enjoying the courts. Now, it also has a 360-degree ventilation cooling system, not only on the top of the shoe, the upper portion right here, but also on the sole of the shoe where that nice little vent is to help you keep your feet cool while you're enjoying the courts. Now, it also has a lateral control to avoid rollovers with your ankles when you're out there enjoying anything that you're doing on the courts. Whether it's tennis or pickleball, these are the shoes for you to make sure that you are nice and supported while you're enjoying your favorite sport. Now, to get your hands on these fabulous shoes, you should check out Sun and Ski Sports. Whether you go online or whether you shop in store, you can go in and find your perfect pair of courtside shoes. That way you can enjoy everything that you're doing and make sure that your feet are nice and stable out there. We want to thank Sun and Ski Sports for giving you this product of the week. We've got more after this.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Time to rise and shine. There's no better way to start your day off than with the Good Morning Vail crew. You asked for more and TV8 delivered. Good Morning Vail is here for you with your local news, sports, weather, and community events every morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. No matter the season, we give you a reason to watch, so grab your coffee and join the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. And remember, there's more for you on 92.
Good Morning Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Let's take another look at that local weather forecast for today. Temperatures warming up. 66 degrees is our high. 35% chance of rainfall. Partly cloudy skies with winds coming out of the west-southwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Now, as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see that sunshine starting off our morning. Then we will see partly cloudy skies as we approach the afternoon. That high settling in between that 12 o'clock and 4 o'clock hour, which is going to bring us some isolated thunderstorms as you're making your way out to do anything. Now we will see partly cloudy skies as we approach Vail overnight tonight, which we'll look at here in just a moment, or right now. Vail overnight tonight, temperatures cooling down. 40 degrees is our overnight low, 30% chance of rainfall. Showers early and then partly cloudy skies. That sun is going to set at 8:35 p.m. Now, as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, the temperatures down in Denver, definitely warmer. 79 degrees in Denver with a 30% chance of precipitation. 66 in Vail with a 35% chance of moisture. 70 in Avon with a 30% chance of precipitation. 73 in Eagle with a 25% chance of moisture. Now, we do tend to see some standing water along that I-70 corridor, so if you are driving when we do see those rain showers make their way in, just give yourself a little bit of extra travel time. That way you're keeping yourself safe and everyone else around you safe. Now, as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, we are expecting to see a little bit of cloud coverage come our way and a nice low pressure system. 60% chance of moisture tomorrow with a high of 63, continuing into Friday. 60% chance of precipitation, high of 62. 61 on Saturday with a 50% chance of moisture, and then beautiful sunshine making its way in on Sunday and Monday, and temperatures reaching up into the 70s. We want to thank Sun and Ski Sports for bringing you this weather report this morning. Now we're going to take a throwback look at a wonderful trip to Leadville, so let's take a look.
Hey Ash, what are we doing?
Oh, we're going road tripping. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready for it. Where are we going?
We're going to the highest incorporated city in the United States.
We're going to Leadville?
Yeah, we're going to Leadville.
Close it, let's get out of here. Ash, this was the plan the whole time?
Yeah, what do you
Come to
think?
Leadville, go to Mount Massive Golf Course.
Exactly.
I love it here. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, so it's a beautiful day for it.
Why don't you go get it checked in? I'll go grab carts and we'll meet right back here.
All right,
This
sweet
weekend.
for you.
All right, on.
Okay.
What do you got a soccer ball for?
We're doing some foot golf. That's
You're
why
gonna play
we're
foot golf
here.
here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play regular golf and you're gonna play foot golf.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the plan, right?
I'm down with that. Let's go. Let's see what you got.
All right. Are you so excited to see my soccer skills?
Yeah, you're waiting to see my golf skills.
That's pretty
Not
good.
bad, not
Yeah,
bad,
that's
not
good.
bad.
That's nice.
Wait a minute.
Oh, sorry. Yay!
Oh, we're gonna play foot golf. Oh, I'm with you.
Oh, skills. Oh, did it.
Way to wrap it
Nice.
up. Okay, what are we doing now? Do I even dare
Oh
ask?
man, you're gonna love it.
What do you have up your sleeve?
Just
your
you
short
wait.
sleeve.
You're gonna have to wait to find out. Come on.
Oh, here we go.
Yep,
Next up,
here
something
we
else.
go. Okay, all right, so
What?
take a right up here.
Up there?
No, right here. See it?
Right here?
Yeah, right here.
National Mining Hall of Fame and Museum?
Yeah. Get ready, it's gonna be awesome.
Let's do it.
Oh my gosh.
Hard Rock Mine. Do they know there's a leak? You're gonna like this room, Ash.
I'm excited.
We're expanding boundaries.
What are we doing on the moon?
So we saw a lot of the museum about the history of mining. This is kind of the future of mining. Is mining on asteroids in 10 years and 20 years. Who'd have thunk of that, right?
Wow.
Hey Ash, I'm signing the thank you book. Do you want me to sign for you too? Ash? Oh gosh. Seriously.
For everybody back at the station. I'm so excited. Like, this is for you. Got that just for you.
How did you know this is what I was looking for? Night skiing.
Perfect. Not night skiing. Look, there's some great books over here. Oh, come on.
Okay, I'm with you. Let's go. Let's do it.
All right, Mark. Last stop on the trip.
saved the best for last.
What do you think?
Periodic brewing right here in Leadville.
Right?
Have a cold beer, maybe some snacks.
I know.
I knew you
I'm
a great
ready.
day.
I'm ready. Let's
Let's go
hit the
find
bar.
some food. Let's go grab a beer.
Okay. They have some good variety in here. Parmesan popcorn. All right. Bring it on. Have a seat.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Look at that
Gorgeous.
beautiful plate of yum.
Yum.
I need a napkin to wipe the drool off.
Right? This is the best way to end the day. This is so cool. It's such a good atmosphere in here too.
I'm looking around the room. People are smiling, having a good old time, socializing, catching up, brewing beer, brewing kombucha, brewing happiness. You're going to find it all here at this place for sure.
Right? Plus some yummy
Where you going?
food. Well, before we get there, hey, thanks for coming along for our road trip. Cheers to an amazing day in
Cheers for you
Leadville.
surprising me with some great adventures.
Yeah.
I really had a good time.
I did too.
And I think anybody can have a good time. Come spend some time in the amazing historic community of Leadville, Colorado. It really is something special.
Good Morning Vail.
Hey there, I'm Stacey Zach, and I'm the host of Good Day Vail. And today, please tune in as we talk about the history of Avon. It is something that every viewer should know about, because what's better than knowing about the town that we live in, the culture, the history, and ultimately the respect that we owe this town. So stay tuned. We'll be with you later today on Good Day Vail.
TV8 se complace en compartir que nos estamos preparando para lanzar nueva programación en español. Pero antes de hacerlo, queremos saber de ti, nuestra increíble comunidad, sobre lo que tú quieres ver. Por eso, te invitamos a un evento especial en nuestro estudio el 12 de julio a las 6 de la tarde. Ven a compartir tus ideas, opiniones y visiones sobre el futuro de nuestra programación en español. Ya sean eventos locales, programas educativos o entretenimiento, queremos que tú formes parte de este proceso y ayudes a dar forma a nuestra programación. No te pierdas esta maravillosa oportunidad de ser parte de televisión que te refleja y te representa. Para más información y para confirmar tu asistencia, visita tv8vail.com. TV8 is excited to share that we're preparing to launch new programming in Spanish. But before we do, we want to hear from you, our incredible community, about what you want to see. That's why we invite you to a special event at our studio on July 12th at 6 p.m. Come share your ideas, opinions, and visions regarding the future of our Spanish programming. Whether it's local events, educational programs, or entertainment, we want you to be a part of this process and help shape our Spanish programming. Don't miss out on this wonderful opportunity to be a part of television that reflects and represents you. For full details and to RSVP, visit tv8vail.com.
Join us on the Leadville Railroad. This fun-filled train ride takes you and your family on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for a half-day trip of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Book your adventure on the Leadville Railroad today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Vail Skin and Lashes, located in the heart of Avon, offers a full array of aesthetic and medical treatments and services. We feature only the highest quality products in an upscale medical-grade skincare boutique. Experience this luxurious, welcoming, and inviting environment. We are dedicated to providing expert personalized care, artistry, wellness, beauty. That's Vail Skin and Lashes Medical Spa.
Good Morning Vail.
We've been talking about it all morning, the Eagle Valley Library District and all of the wonderful things that they have to offer and how you can participate. Now we've got some great books in front of us and Carrie May is going to guide us through it. Good morning, Carrie May.
Hello, thank you for having me.
I love when you come in, only because her and I totally talk off camera for probably 5 minutes about the books we're reading, what we think we'll like, what we think we won't like, and you've brought a nice array of books.
I did. I brought some great summer reads. So if you're looking for something to dive into this summer, I brought some suggestions for you. So, and we're going to start with I Must Betray You, and this particularly is a YA title. And our Avon branch is actually featuring this in our teen book club this summer. So that's really cool. Our teens don't typically do book clubs throughout the school year because, you know, they're reading for school and they have a lot going on. But so typically in the summer we do a teen book club, and this is a little bit historical fiction. It's communism in Romania, so both things that sound like kind of interesting, not
Right.
something that I'm super familiar with. So if you are a teen looking to connect with other teens who enjoy reading, come out to the Avon Book Club on Tuesdays. So that's what they will be reading. And this author, Ruta, I can never pronounce this, I'm so sorry, Septeus? She is phenomenal. Like, she has a lot of really fun stuff out for both teens and adults. So if you're looking for your next author, she has quite a few published, and like I said, it's really appealing to both age groups. So.
Which is really cool, and it's cool that you guys are offering these
Yes.
book clubs only because you do it for adults so frequently, and it's just a great way for you to get out, meet people who like to read the same books as you, but then also have different perspectives throughout the book. As you're reading them, you guys do bring up these incredible themes that maybe I wouldn't particularly catch, or maybe I have one that you wouldn't particularly catch, so then it gives you that alternative perspective, which is so fantastic.
Absolutely, and I always find that like the best book discussions are if one person like really likes it and one person doesn't like it, and then you just have these great dialogues about like why you liked it or why you didn't, and sometimes you walk away with a completely different perspective. So that's always fun, and like I said, now our teens can participate in book clubs throughout the summer as well. And then the rest of the books I brought today are all adult books. So if you are an adult looking for something new, these are all brand new books. They can be found on the new shelf at any of the Eagle Valley Library District branches, so Avon, Eagle, or Gypsum. If it's not on the shelf that day, as always, we are happy to help you place a hold and have it delivered to your local branch. The first book is Hula, which is contemporary fiction, and it takes place in Hawaii, and it's about kind of a young woman navigating the strong traditional roots of island life versus more modern day contemporary island life. So that's, and this is a debut author. So I always love picking up debut authors. I like to know what's new and fresh from new voices in the publishing industry. So that's fun.
I always love when you come in, only because then she comes in and she'll be like, I brought this book specifically for you.
Yes.
So I'm going to wait to pick up the book that you
Yes.
brought for me until we
Yes.
get there. But
Yeah.
let's talk about the Golden Doves
Yes,
really quick.
the Golden Doves. So Martha Hall Kelly is, a lot of people read Lilac Girls, so she's a very well-known author. And this is her latest novel, The Golden Doves. Historical fiction, takes place right after World War II, about two women spies trying to hunt down a Nazi doctor. And what's amazing about this is it's based on a true story.
Wow.
So this really did happen. There were female spies who traced down a Nazi doctor, and so it's really about their experience. And while it is fiction, like I said, the roots take place in a true story. So that one sounds super interesting to me. And then the next one is the one that we brought for you. So this is Reef Road. It's kind of a thriller. It's a thriller. It takes place on a beach. So, I was like, summer beach reads. And like, this is kind of a funny spin on, I think Palm Beach, Florida is where it takes place. And literally a hand washes up on a beach. And again, this is also based on a true story. It's based on true crime, like a true crime story. And it's about two women, just kind of like suburb women who aren't by any means criminal investigators, and kind of their navigating this crime that happened in their area. So and like I said, it kind of starts with a hand washing up on a beach. So
See, you guys have great resources for your next read
Yes.
that you can use, and so let's really quickly talk about those, and then we'll jump back into this one.
Yeah, so first of all, any of our staff love talking about books, and no matter what you read, we have a staff member who probably reads what you read. So come in, ask around, see who kind of reads the books you read. We also have a database called Novelist. We have one for adults. We have a K-8 version as well. And those are just great resources to find your next read. You can search by author, by title, by genre. If you really like strong character development, you can search that way. So no matter what you're looking for, either a staff member will chat up some books that they've read or they think that you will like based on your reading preferences, or you can just jump into Novelist from anywhere. If you have a library card, you can get it anywhere with internet access, and you can find your next great read. And then what's even cooler is if you have Libby, you can find your next read in Novelist, then you can borrow it in Libby, And as much as we want to see you in the library, we really do want to see you in the library, you don't actually have to come in to use the library as long as you have your library card.
Which is something that I personally love to do, and I don't even need to use Novelist because you always come in with great book recommendations. Now let's talk about the Ink Blood Sister Scribe.
So this one, of all the books on the table, this is the one that like I'm jonesing to read. I tend to be like a science fiction, high fantasy kind of reader, and that's kind of what this genre is. It's about two sisters who are tasked with protecting, keeping this library collection of magical books. Yeah, so again, it's kind of a little bit different, a little interesting, and it's kind of, it starts with a death in the family and it brings them back, and then they just kind of learn that these books, there's more to them than first you would think with a library of magical books. What can go wrong?
Right. Sounds like everything's going to go swimmingly.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Two estranged sisters tasked with caring for a magical library. So like I said, no matter what your reading preferences are, we guarantee you we have something for you. We have a fantastic collection of graphic novels. So if you're struggling to get through a book or you have reluctant readers, we have great resources for them. We have tons of audio, obviously. We have audio CDs, we have Libby, magazines, newspapers, online digital collections, print, teen, kids, juvenile. So, and we're literally getting new stuff in daily. Our tech services department works really, really hard to keep up and get the newest of the new on the shelf as quickly as possible. So stop into any of your local branches, Avon, Eagle, Gypsum, and check out the new stuff.
Which I think that Libby is everyone's secret weapon, because for people who don't know about Libby, you can rent up to or put on hold up to 10 books.
Yep.
You can check out 5 books at a time.
Yep.
And when you're out there enjoying your books, if you download them to your phone, you're good to go. I have 3 right now.
Yes. And like the great thing is, especially, in the summer when we're getting outdoors and you may or may not have internet service, as long as you download the book and start it, like it's good to go. You don't need internet access. You can completely disconnect, put your phone on airplane mode or whatever, and you still have access to your books, which is really cool. So sometimes I read and listen at the same time. Like I'll have the print book in my hand, and then I'll have the ebook or the audiobook on Libby, and when I'm driving, I'll be listening. When I'm chilling in my hammock, I'll be reading. So we have just tons of great resources to help you find your next book and in the format that really works for you.
Which, if you've not introduced yourself to Libby yet, she'll be your new best friend. And now, it is so easy for people to get a library card. Let's talk about how easy it is.
Yes, we do try to make it as easy as we can. So any human being can get a library card as long as you have a photo ID. And photo ID literally just means something with your photo and name on it. So driver's license, ski pass, rec pass, bus pass, Costco membership, anything like that, you can get a card. So I know we have a lot of visitors starting to come back to the area. I want all the visitors out there to know that you are welcome at your local Eagle Valley Library District branch. So again, Avon, Eagle, Gypsum. If you bring in a photo ID and it is from, I don't know if it's from a different state, Pennsylvania, California, Oklahoma, wherever, if you have a passport from a foreign country, that works too. So literally, if you come from here, from anywhere in the world, and you have a photo ID, you can get a library card.
Carrie Mae, thank you so much for giving us all this information, inspiring some young readers to join the book club, and then me to start reading this brand new book. I really appreciate you coming in.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Make sure that you check out the Eagle Valley Library District, or you can go to evld.org for more information about all of their upcoming events and activities, and especially if you want to join any of their wonderful book clubs. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good Morning Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Good Morning Vail.
Welcome back to the show. Let's take one final look at that local weather forecast for today. 48 degrees first thing this morning, high of 66, 35% chance of rainfall. Partly cloudy skies with winds coming out of the west-southwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Now, as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see that cloud coverage slowly increasing, bringing us those isolated thunderstorms into the later afternoon. Now, as we approach this evening, partly cloudy skies is in the forecast. If you are traveling along the I-70 corridor, we are expecting to see precipitation the whole way, so just give yourself some extra travel time. That way you're nice and safe out there. Now, as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures are cooling down. 40 degrees as our overnight low, 30% chance of precipitation. We will see that make its way in, and then we will start to see those partly cloudy skies. Now, as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, tomorrow we are expecting to see a low pressure system make its way in. Temperatures cooling down into the low 60s with increased chances of precipitation. That's going to continue into Saturday, but then by Sunday and Monday, that beautiful sunshine that we've all been waiting for is going to make its way in with those warmer temperatures. So make sure that you're prepared for this low pressure system into the high pressure system that we're going to see throughout the course of the next 5 days. So if you are making your way out there, just make sure that you are ready for that rainfall and then that beautiful sunshine. We want to thank you so much for tuning in to your Wednesday edition of Good Morning Vail. We love getting to be here each and every morning to bring you information about things taking place in our community. Don't forget that you can stay tuned into Channel 92 all day long with so much wonderful programming between Good Day Vail and Colorful Cooking and so much more. We love getting to be here and show our support here in the community. Get out there and have a great day, everyone.
Good Morning Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has